What's happening, guys? This may be quite possibly the most fun ATC ever made, and there's a huge cult following on these things. What? Oh, he says I'm too big, I'm blocking the whole bike. I don't think it was made for a 220-foot, 6-foot, 2-pound dude like me, but let me tell you something. These things are an absolute blast. 3-season fun. They'll go in the snow. 4-season fun. You can ride it in the snow, summer. They'll pretty much go anywhere, and it's a bulletproof Honda 70cc motor. This one's been completely gone through. We've sold, this is the third one we sold in about the last year. The last two we had were very similar to this. They're on our page also. You can check those out. We've gone right through this one. This is the best running one by far. Why? Well, the engine was just rebuilt by our good friend Jeff Castine at All Sport. We sent it up to him and had him rebuild the motor. We put a new replacement cylinder, piston, and rings, brand new Honda rings, all top end gaskets. The valves were redone. Carburetor's been rebuilt. The gas tank was bicarbonate sodium blasted and cleaned inside and out, polished and waxed, and a new fuel line was installed on a brand new petcock. Fuel lines and petcock. The air filter's new. Obviously, the gear lube's been changed. Everything's been gone through on this bike, top to bottom. I have the work order. I'll go through that too. It also has a brand new tube on the front tire. The seat cover, I believe, I'm not 100% sure because we got it with this cover under. I think it's a new seat cover also. Nice cushiony seat cover. We ordered a set of the original Honda graphics that go on the back right here where this lighter spot is. They're not in yet, but those will be included with the motorcycle when they come in. Bike runs like new because the engine is basically brand new. It doesn't make any funny noises or anything like that. It's just super solid. So pretty cool collector item here. If you have any questions about it, give us a call, 860-454-7024. Ship it anywhere in the country for you, pretty inexpensively. We also ship bikes overseas also. I've got a 4-page work order here. I've got some good news and I got some bad news. The bad news is I've got a $2,500 work order here for the bike, rebuilding the motor and everything we've done to it. So in-house here, we took the bike. First thing we did was we steam cleaned the entire motorcycle, dismantled it. The frame was touched up. The black parts of the frame were touched up. The rims were repainted, the aluminum color. The fuel tank and fenders were buffed and waxed. The cylinder was repainted, the semi-gloss high-temp black. The engine cases were painted, the high-temp aluminum. The handlebars were cleaned and polished. In the rear of the seat, they just a little bit of touch-up on the rear of the seat with a little vinyl patch kit on the back of the seat. I don't know where it is, to be honest with you. There's a little blemish on the seat right there, so I'm not sure if that's what they're talking about, but the exhaust muffler was painted the flat high-temp black, and the rear axles were painted aluminum. The whole thing was given what we call the rotisserie detail. It was basically steam cleaned from top to bottom, and then anything that needed to be repainted was repainted. So new spark plug has VP non-ethanol fuel in there, new fuel lines. The oil is 2050 maximum oil. Again, the decal pack is on order. The engine components, again, reading off the work order here, was the OEM Honda rings, were $39. It's got a new top-end gasket set, all the gaskets, a new piston and a cylinder. The cylinder and piston were purchased because the original ones were worn out or had an issue. I'm not really sure what. Might have been rusted. The cylinder might have, and I think the cylinder was rusted from sitting. This bike sat for decades. So has a new OEM air cleaner frame, new air cleaner element, new spark plug, new oil. Oh, it also has a new ignition coil also. Top end's rebuilt. Cylinder was honed before being installed with new rings. The valve seats were reground, and 2 new tubes in the rear tires. And the carb was rebuilt. A new ignition coil. So the total on the bike was $666 in sublet labor, $1,485 in our labor, plus parts. The total came to $2,265 plus tax, $2,409. So the bad news is I got a $2,400 work order, which, hey, let me be perfectly honest with you here. We would have been a lot better off just steam cleaning this thing and selling it the way it looks. You know, the way it looked before. It would have bought somewhere between $1,000 and $2,000 as is. That's what they're going for. So we ended up investing $2,400 into it. But in the end of the day, we probably would have been better off to sell it as is, because when you do these kinds of projects, when you start rebuilding the motor and going through everything, it adds up, the time and labor. But, you know, time permitting, we don't get a lot of these ATC70s in. I think that's why we did it. They're very rare. And if it was a CT70 or something, we would have shipped it in the as-is auction we had last week. But these ones deserve to be resurrected. The motor was done right on this one by Jeff Castine. The whole top end, head gasket, base gasket, piston cylinder, rings, valves, everything's rebuilt, spark plug. So new coil, new spark plug cap. It's all done up. So ready to go. If you have any questions, give us a call. It's not going to be cheap, but it's done right. You know, the motor's solid because it's rebuilt. The inside of the gas tank, from sitting for 20 plus years with fuel in it, had some serious crust buildup in there, so that was bicarbonate sodium blasted out. It's still a little crusty on the inside, but it has a new petcock. It has a new fuel petcock with a filter in there, so if there's any issues with debris inside the tank, it'd be filtered out by the filter. So brand new fuel lines, brand new petcock, and the tank was bicarbonate sodium blasted. It's about as good as it's gonna get. So if you have any questions about it, give us a call. Again, thank you for watching. God bless America.